ESPN's Kevin Pelton put out an article, it was last Friday, of his ESPN NBA All-Star roster projections way too early. And he categorized it as, wait, there's still 15 games to go. A lot can change. But I found something interesting.
Yeah.
He had 3 Cavs making the All-Star team. Donovan, Evan, and Jarrett Allen. He did not have Darius. Part of the reasoning in Kevin Pelton's article was the amount of front court candidates has been completely cut down because of injuries. Paolo Banchero's missed a ton of games. Franz Wagner's missed a ton of games. Jimmy Butler's been suspended, missing games. Just a smaller candidate pool compared to the guards.
Jimmy Butler cannot be on the All-Star team.
I don't think he will be. No, I don't. And he just, by the way, he sat down and demanded a trade officially to Pat Riley during the show. So different story for another day. But he said the Eastern Conference guards, a lot more competition, and he thought the Cavs should have 3 All-Stars. But in this exercise, at this point in time, he thought it was an easier path for Jarrett Allen to be the 3rd All-Star. And to get the Cavs 3, he gave Jarrett Allen the nod over Darius Garland.
Does there have to be a specific amount of front court and back court players?
Nope. It could be whatever.
So then why would you put Allen in? Why wouldn't you just have an extra guard?
This was just his this was his article. So a 2-part question.
Yeah.
1, is that kind of a BS excuse? And 2, for the sake of could the Cavs get 4 All-Stars, what do you think their record would have to be to justify that 4th spot?
Right where it is right now.
I was about to say.
Head and shoulders better than the Celtics in the Eastern Conference.
If Darius want to get in, Darius is going to have like 2 more. Well, he says 15 games left. He got to have
16, but yeah.
16 games to the All-Star break or to the final voting's up. He's got to have like 2 or 3 40-point games. You do that, he in there.
I would say this, guy.
Didn't he just come off of one like a couple of games ago? He had like 41.
He had a great game against Toronto.
Whether they have 5 losses at the break or 10, I don't think that should matter in terms of – they shouldn't automatically get 4 just because they have 5 losses, and they shouldn't automatically get less than 4 because they have 10 losses. The guy's got to be worthy. I love Jarrett Allen, but I don't think Jarrett Allen's an all-star. I think he's a very good player.
He's a second.
I don't think he's an all-star.
How would you rank
I would put Darius Garland in. If I were picking the all-star game right now, I would have Donovan, Evan, and Darius in,
Let
and
me
Jarrett
ask you
out.
this. On the Eastern.
Oh, wait, hold on. So I have to make a correction. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I need to apologize. There is a select number of guards, forwards, but then there's 2 wild card spots. So those 2 wild card spots can go to anyone else.
So did he have Jarrett?
Let me ask you.
What bigs did they have so far?
So in the East, where would you have Jarrett Allen ranked as
a big?
As a big?
I'm not sure.
Because, I mean, people will say Bam Adebayo, but he ain't scoring at the clip.
Who are the bigs that he has in, Mike?
Miles Turner.
I'll give you the starters are Donovan, LaMelo Ball, and that's because he's leading the fan. He says literally it's just because he's leading the fan vote right now. Giannis, Tatum, and Karl Anthony Towns are the starters.
Okay.
His reserves, Brunson, Trae Young as his 2 guards. His 3 front court players, Jaylen Brown, Mobley, and Allen. And then his 2 wild cards, Damian Lillard and Cade Cunningham.
I really can't. I can't hate on none of that.
I'm about to say
is Cade Cunningham technically front court or back court?
He's a point guard.
He plays point guard.
See, shows what the hell I know.
I can't.
I thought he was a wing player. That's how much I've watched the Pistons.
No, he is 6'8", and that's what makes him so unique.
Who's the next big man you put in there over Allen if you were going to replace Allen?
So it's front court, so it doesn't have to be a center. It just has
so
to
who's
be
the next front court
It has to
player?
be a forward, and it comes down to how many games do you believe a player has to play to then qualify?
Well, I'm asking your opinion, Mike. Who would you?
Well, I'm trying to stall as I pull up the stats here. I'm stalling.
Just going by stats? I thought you know everybody in the NBA.
I want to see how many games a certain player has played.
Joel Embiid.
No, he hasn't played.
No, Embiid not
Embiid
closely, nearly enough. I think Jalen Johnson on Atlanta's having a hell of a season.
Yes, he is.
I would certainly consider him as a possibility there.
Yes, he is.
If Indiana keeps playing well and Siakam keeps shooting the way he has the last 10 games, Siakam will put himself.
Is Allen an all-star, yes or no? Answer the question. Does he feel like an all-star to you? No. Mike?
Feels like an all-star on a 40-17.
Nah, that's bogus. I
don't think it is. But his numbers so here's the thing with Jarrett Allen.
Yeah.
He's averaging 14 points and 10.8 rebounds, 10.2 rebounds. His defensive value is not quantified in numbers. He's averaging less than 2 stocks per game, which is steals plus blocks.
Yeah.
Great stat. He switches on point guards and can control people, but that doesn't get quantified in the traditional box score numbers.
Is he all defensive team?
No.
So he's not an elite defender.
He's a good defender, not elite.
Okay. How many other players are averaging a double-double? Is there a lot?
Yeah, I don't have like a way to sort
give me a ballpark if you had to guess.
I'm looking at just centers right now.
Brook Lopez.
3, 4.
He don't deserve it.
There are 4 current centers averaging a double-double, and 1, 2, and then one more. So we're like 7, 8 in the Eastern Conference averaging a double-double.
All right. That's not that many guys.
He's fringe. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be in the conversation.
It's frustrating because Darius Garland, to me,
should be an all-star.
Is more of an
100%.
all-star than Jarrett.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
They should get 4. And the reason they should get 4, I go back and look at the NBA and the precedents. I go back and look at the Detroit Pistons back in the day when they had Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, and the Wallace boys, right? They had 4.
Yeah.
You go back and look at the Hawks. They had Millsap. They had Kyle Korver. They had Jeff Teague and Horford.
But if you're going to put him in, like, who do you put him in over?
My issue is they should have.
Joe.
I have no issue with them getting 4 all-stars. I just think Darius has to be the 3rd. Like, if there's one who's on the fringe, I understand the whole there's not enough front court guys versus back court. Darius has to be an all-star. Darius 1,000% should be an all-star.
It's stupid that there has to be a certain amount of front court players.
If he get 2 to 3 more 40-point games in these next 16 games, he's in.
Because Jarrett Allen on that list is the worst player. Is that fair?
Yes.
And Darius is better than Jarrett Allen.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. It's a life question. I really want a Darius Garland jersey.
Yeah.
Am I too old for a Darius Garland jersey?
Why? No.
Wait.
You think he's too old?
I can't wear jerseys no more?
Yeah, that's the
You're talking to a guy wearing a jersey right now.
The rules of engagement are this. The rules of engagement is there's a certain age in which you go into grown man status.
30?
Yeah, when you start pushing 30 or your kids is a certain age.
Okay, what's that?
Like,
so I'm teetering the line.
Like when you get to be like 28 and you got a LaMelo Ball jersey on, it's kind of like.
You know what though, Tyvis, you're a unique individual.
The funny
thing is,
I would definitely wear the jersey.
You're not a follower. Do whatever the hell you want.
If I had a DG jersey, I would 1,000% come on here rocking my
I don't got a problem with that. I think Dustin would wear a player
Cavs.
jersey. He's a lot older than you.
He's my favorite player on the Cavs. I think I'm wearing. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
That's fine. You can get that off.
That's not a jersey.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a great shirt, though.
That's a great shirt.
It is a great shirt.
But you can't get that off.
I'm in favor of you getting the jersey.
You can look.
Should I get the blue one or should I get the black one?
I don't know. You guys like the powder?
I love the powder.
You like the powder blue? I like North Carolina.
Yeah, should I get the powder blue?
This is just like
what the chat said. I'm 30. I'll be 31 next month.
I mean, if you go all in and get this,
that's what I said. I'm teetering the line.
To me, if you're going all in, you got to go powder blue.
This is like the last one I can get off.
Like you're right. He is close.
This would be the last jersey I buy.
Now, can you not wear a football jersey because you played football?
I got a Deion jersey. I got a Deion, Bo Jackson.
I'm
not wearing a current player.
That's
no, I'm not wearing a current.
Can I wear a Joe Burrow jersey? Is that appropriate? No.
You're a fan. You're a fan.
Yeah, you're a casual fan.
You're a casual fan, and
yes. I cannot.
Actually, no.
I can't?
The only jersey that I could be like okay and get away with
throwback
is if it was like Denzel Ward because like I know Denzel. Or if it was Marshawn. Like something like that. Like I can wear those.
Like he can't have think of how reckless this sounds. Like just say a football player.
Yeah.
Like he can't go get no he can't have no Justin Jefferson jersey.
I'm not doing that.
And that's
not doing that.
crazy.
Now, next year when he's playing in the CFL, will you get a Zeke Elliott jersey?
Will you stop that? He got picked up by, he's still rolling. He went to Chargers.
Oh, that's right. He went to the Chargers.
Well, no, they lost.
Well, they stopped.
They lost. They did lose.
He got 1 week with the Chargers.
We got super chats to wrap. We'll end the conversation. Darius should be an all-star. If Jarrett gets in, it will be deserved. But Darius has to be.
By the way,